overhead.
Aaron Rodgers and the Tennessee Titans versus Daniel Jones and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
By many accounts, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Tennessee Titans. 3-0 versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They are led out by an 8-time Pro Bowler in his 16th season out of Cal. It's Aaron Rodgers.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined in that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off. A pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up second
down and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Alert! Alert! 3 down, 3 down.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Philip Lindsay.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
We gotta get to the ball, team. We gotta get to the ball.
They'll try and run for him with Lindsey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Almost 2 yards.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers are going on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. Leading them out, the man known as Danny Dimes, their 2nd-year quarterback from Duke, Daniel Jones.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
See if Julio can hold that block over there.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there.
Yeah, that's about all he had in that game last week.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
the guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches. Because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory.
He's across.
It's Logan Wilson there to bring him down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
for Bell, and he did not make it. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Okay, you and I are sitting up here getting ready to analyze whether they should go for it or not. Did you see the quarterback just point to the sideline and say, everybody back, I've got this call?
Well, you knew this side of the field, they're in plus territory, 4th and 1. He wasn't coming off the field.
No, he wasn't coming off the field.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
To number 11,
Julio Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
Hey,
The Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
This dude gonna stop crying now?
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it's going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us.
Fingers crossed, no glitch. Maybe they fixed it.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll run here with Lindsey. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch that?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play,
chopping
get me to
feet.
3rd down.
Just
Get me
rushing
to a
the
position
down.
where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down.
3 down. 319.
Working from the gun. Rodgers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
This dude over here is me. I'm diving on the fucking ground. Nowhere near the
First and 10 at the 47-yard
And that
line.
one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Bernard, the ball carrier.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Jalen Smith.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
after one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers 7, Titans nothing.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on. Check. 258. Check. 55 to the mic. Check 30.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
That was luck because I didn't even need to pick whatever I picked.
And got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
No way. Come on, man. The fuck out of here.
Inside the 25 now at the 24.
Bum ain't making that catch. They're going for it? What the fuck, man?
And it's 4th down. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that. Both sides
No
have
fucking way.
the receiver or the guy covering him.
He just ran right into Donald and then
They can see the ball.
smashed it back the other way. So fucking trash.
So I think that really goes to like 70-30.
Fucking boo. Boo, EA.
He got it there.
Your game sucks.
Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You still quarterback sneak. When you're having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute, because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down.
Is that an option with Rodgers? Are you fucking high? Are you fucking high? This game is so bad.
The keeper a gain of 6. The Titans were number 1 in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage last year, 77%. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up.
And that's why I can't use the linebacker. Hit the wrong fucking gap.
And downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch a signal for and take it.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10.
And now let's discuss Julio Jones. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month.
It kind of reminds me of one of those great musical
Run some clock here, get a score. Oh shit.
They have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because you know all the defenses are kicking towards him right now.
He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
You can't. Nah. I'm going Julio with single coverage every time. Where'd the safety go, bro? He came down and then tried to get back. Burnt. Toast.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards at 1st down, that fits the bill.
Other way.
The Titans' 27-yard line.
Kill.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. They find some open field here. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there's another first down run right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Ah,
Here before the snap,
come on, boys.
It looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the penalty, it's Bell. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On the carry. Clinton Dix brought him down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
2nd and 11 at the 13-yard line.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And now they're in.
My bad, guys. My bad.
Inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Good play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Blake Jarwin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the
It's a little
lead.
chilly in the house.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Right, let's not let them drive in the next minute.
The Steelers finding the end zone.
Whatever, 35.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Over 1st and 10. at their own 26-yard line.
Philip Lindsay and the rest of the offense heading back out. He's been good. They've utilized him well. They're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call on the West Coast offense, the long handoff? As soon as you're running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball.
Damn it. Exactly what I didn't want. That was a nice chunker right there.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Rodgers now to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rodgers. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. But again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Shalik Calhoun in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it will be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and
so we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back
I really
to you
do
guys
appreciate the offer, though.
First, time for a trip around the league.
No, I do not want to do you.
September. We'll get started up at FedEx Field in our nation's capital. And it's the Ravens who have the lead in that one.
Blah. Seeing Roethlisberger and the Ravens. Blah.
From there, we head over to Detroit. Check on the Lions at home, Ford Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Phillip Rivers slinging it. 3 touchdown passes there. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last. We head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. The Cowboys trying to hold on and claim victory. In our game, we were treated to a strong first half from the former Blue Devil, Daniel Jones. His guys have the lead on the road.
Robbie Gould.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Come on, line.
Before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They give to Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
The Steeler ball carrier.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd and 12, Jones. And a quick throw here that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Oh my goodness, can we stop with the false starts?
Here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
From the shotgun to the
Woo!
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, the guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers.
Julio was going to be so open on that play.
That one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
It's 3rd down.
That's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
It's caught. Jones. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
32.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Got a man open. It's Ross. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps you.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Place to number 11.
Julio Jones.
Touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Aaron Rodgers, we focus on him for our player spotlight. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Alert, alert. 3
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It's a gain of 6.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Rodgers. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Jalen Smith. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now here's Ross. Good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside.
That safety.
If you get strung out on the
That safety comes down 1 inch.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
Let's go. At the 60. At the 60. Screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back. But now, I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013.
Finally playing your game, I see LOL.
Wishing they'd taken him in the first.
Yeah, finally playing my game. Yeah, my bad, dude. I was going to play it last night, but I came home and I crashed on the couch.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for
Deontay
yardage.
Johnson real quick on this route.
What often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that just...
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
My plan was panic and throw the ball away. But he broke free.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Did you play Cold War yet?
I did not.
Send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
I did not play yet.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards.
About time fucking Harrison Smith comes up and makes a fucking tackle. You like it so far, dude? Cold War?
Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
coming up on a 2nd and 6. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Watch 30. Watch twist. Watch twist.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rodgers.
Nice.
He finds his target back up. And he's going to be out up around the 40.
Isn't covering the sidelines there.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the
I think it's good.
45-yard line.
Really smooth.
Nice. I'll have to check it out.
Rodgers now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's still playable, right? Because I downloaded it earlier.
There hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. They haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Third down.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually
Yeah, you can play today and tomorrow.
with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they're going to have
I might take a little peek at it after this game.
2-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
I saw that they
Likely going to leave you
intentionally
for this guy, and that is
buffed the sniper rifles for the alpha. I saw an article. I didn't know if it was true or not.
You're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the
Are you kidding me? The ball hung up that long and you
had
didn't pick
6
it.
points in his hands there, couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. He's got Jack Doyle. 9 yards, not
I like the
quite
wrap-up
enough.
tackling in space on this game. It's one thing I can say that I do like. Is that they don't just like...
Sniping is so much fun. They said they were gonna let them go.
But I really enjoyed watching how
Yeah,
the defense
I saw the...
stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
I saw they buffed it just for the alpha. I guess they're gonna not fix it, but they're gonna nerf them for when the actual beta comes out.
Here on 4th down, they're going for it.
Ah, fucking pushed him for a first down, bro.
Have a first down at about the 21-yard line. No
Not
reason
coach
not to
suggestions.
try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
I don't like that matchup.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jalen Smith able to get in there.
I'll hop
for
on
his
when I get off
2nd
work.
sack of the afternoon.
All right, dog. For sure. Definitely. We'll definitely run some.
In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Are they like are all the guns unlocked right now, or do you just get a little preview of a couple?
The Titans on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Throwing now is Rodgers. Open man is Borg. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
There is a couple in each cage.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th.
Come on, man. 16 is killing me, bro.
A few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on
Flat.
fourth down to bring up first and goal. The 3-yard offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
They'll try to run with Lindsay, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
I'll definitely be checking it out.
It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every
The M4 and the
challenge in front of them this
X74
afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Let that guy sneak across the middle.
His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term.
I don't see many blocked kicks on this game. Not as many as there was last year.
On the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Will likely put an end to this thing. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
There is 2 ground rule maps and 3 regular maps.
But it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
I don't really want to.
From the gun, it's Dillon.
I don't really want to fuck with ground war. I don't play it.
At the 22-yard line. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Here's second and 5 now from the 22. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I
would
don't
do
even
for
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns.
I couldn't pass up the opportunity.
It's fun. It's different from the other ground rule moves.
Oh, nice. I'll give it a shot. Not gonna say I wouldn't play ground war, but it's just not my thing on Modern Warfare.
Here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
As long as there's a pace to the game, it won't be bad.
They are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
It's that everybody camps and snipes thing that gets me.
Rodgers now on first down. This is caught by Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across the field. From the gun, Rodgers, left side, Doyle with it. 3 yards the gain there, second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver. That takes us from second to third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
It's not really ground war, just ground war size maps. They camp their asses off in both modes anyways, lol.
And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't
we'll see how that goes.
about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Middle of the field to the tight end, Doyle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Here we go. And again, it's Rodgers. That'll be incomplete.
God damn it.
9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Giovanni Bernard. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Tight end's right. What's tight? Tight end's right.
Now Rodgers got to have this one.
There it is. Gotcha.
And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh
I gave him some cushion.
And they were buoyed, Charles, by
Good
a
break
big
on the ball
second
there.
half to put
Nice.
this one on ice.
Take it.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
Alright, appreciate you guys stopping by. I'll be back at you fairly soon with week 5. Hey, have a good night, guys.